Welcome to Elle's Nails, where it doesn't take $1,000,000 for your nails to look like $1,000,000. Today, we are going to try 2 different nail polishes to see which one is good for stamping. I have my go-to favorite, which is Sinful Color in white. And then I have an actual stamping polish. It's a special stamping polish from Moyu. I think this is out of Asia. I actually did not pick this up. It was given to me as a gift. I think my sister-in-law picked it up at the mall on her vacation to Vegas or something. But this is an actual stamping polish, so I'm going to compare it to a regular polish to see how it looks. So this is going to be our first impression on it. And to get a true look, I have painted my nails black with a Broadway gel black polish. And I put a matte Broadway matte top coat on that just because I want a little matte. And I trimmed my nails, as you can see. It was time for a regrowth. You need to do that every once in a while. Alright, so for the stamping, I have selected a new stamper that I got, a stamp plate. It's going to be the butterfly one here. I think that'll look good. And with the Moyu stamping kit, I also got one of those dinky little stampers that I don't like. But I also got this scraper, and it's a plastic one. It's very similar to the one that I've used in the past, only it doesn't have a metal edge on it. It's plastic, so because you don't want to scratch up your plate. This hopefully I can scrape better with, because if you've seen in my videos recently, I'm not having much luck with my new scraper sometimes. So you need all that. And I also always recommend you have a non-acetone nail polish remover. I picked up a smaller bottle so that you can actually see it on camera. That way you can just wipe off the stamp if it doesn't come out right and not mess up your nails completely. I'm also going to get some cotton balls available and my regular acetone. And a cleanup brush might be handy too. We'll see if we need it. So first thing you want to do is they come in blue, but you don't want to stamp them in blue because your stamp won't come out. So I'm going to try to get this plastic off. It's not cooperating. Not without me breaking my nails completely off. Let's try a pair of tweezers. Here it comes. There we go. Alright, now that that is done, and I got my clear stamper for this, I'm going to take a cotton ball and put a little of my acetone nail polish remover, the regular kind, on that cotton ball, and I am going to clean off my stamp template just to make sure it's clean. Something pink came off, so clearly it wasn't clean. And I'm also going to take my stamper itself and clean that off too. It's always important to do that. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now we're going to get started. I'm going to start with the Sinful Color first. And so typically you don't have to paint the whole thing. So I am just going to do it about half. And then I'm going to take my scraper. And it's got two sides. I'm going to use this side, has a little lip to it. And this side, oh, I guess it does on both sides. And this side doesn't. So I'm going to use the side that has the little lip and scrape. Wow, that worked a lot better. And then I find the dab to work best with this stamper. So I'm just going to dab it. And it came out really well. Little bit of the edge there that it didn't pick up, but that's okay. And now we're going to just put that on my nail. Okay, you see, not too bad. A little mistake right there, but it's a pretty decent stamp. And the top of the wing's not too bad. So I'm going to clean off everything and try it again with the other nail polish. Okay. Now I'm going to try the MoYou actual stamping polish. It's a bit thinner, I see. Oh, that scrape's nice. And pick up with the dab. If you see on there, it might be a little bit more defined with this polish. So now we're going to stamp it and find out. And there it is. Well, it is a little bit, let me clean off around the edges so you get a better look. If I can find my nail polish bottle. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to clean up around the edges real quick. It's nice. Oh, it just melts off. A lot of people, recommend taping your nails or using some tape to clean off the edges. But when it comes to stamping, it comes right off with a cleanup brush. Not a problem at all. Okay, so now you can compare them fairly well. You'll see that it's a little bit brighter, but not too much on the MoYou nail, which is this nail. But the Sinful Color nail is a very good polish that you could use for stamping if you don't want to spend money on the special polish. It is hardly noticeable what the difference is. Just barely. The MoYou is just a little bit darker and a little bit more defined, I think. But if you, I don't have luck finding stamping polish without looking online. So if you want to just pick up something at your local grocery store for stamping, the Sinful Color is going to work great. So I'm going to keep that on my nail. I don't think that anybody would really notice a difference between these two out in public. But I am going to finish this off with one more comparison. I'm going to add a top coat of my matte polish just to see if the colors are going to bleed. And I'm going to use the normal technique of not actually touching the polish, so hopefully it won't make a difference, but we will see. If you see on there, there might be a little bit of bleeding, but then I didn't let it dry at all. So, and then we're going to do the other one. Ooh. Actually, this one actually is bleeding more. If you see right there, it kind of got messed up. So I'm going to say the Sinful Color doesn't bleed as much, so it might even be a better choice. But I would try other stamping polishes. This MoYou isn't the only one out there, but the Sinful Color, like I said, is definitely going to work perfectly fine too. And you see now that it's starting to dry a little bit, it's kind of turning gray because of the matte coat on there. So, and the Sinful Color one is getting a little bit darker than the MoYou, and I just touched my nail and totally messed it up. But, you know, I think they're really comparable. So that's it for this time. I'm going to go fix that nail now, and I'll see you next time.